Well, a first career 2-sack game for Alton Robinson at Florida State. Alton, let's talk about that. What got into you this game to get to the quarterback a couple times this week?
Just a good week of preparation. You know, Coach Stanton and those guys did a good job of preparing us for what was coming at us this weekend, and I executed.
Wasn't just you on the D-line. You got there twice. Kendall Coleman was back in the mix, and he played really well as well. How important is it to have him back healthy and in the group you're going?
It's very important to add depth because, you know, two guys can't play the whole game. So, you know, to have that extra guy and those extra guys to be able to rotate in, it's good to have those guys.
When Kendall was out, I mean, there was not as much rotation. How much does that wear you down if you're out there playing almost the whole game?
When you're out there, it doesn't really wear you down that much because, you know, your adrenaline's pumping. But it's always good to just, you know, have that, I guess, safety net.
You had 2 sacks. Could have been 3. There was the penalty in there. How tough is that on a D end? Because you watched the play, and it doesn't look like you really did anything over the top. But at the same time, there's the flag. How do you balance yourself and know really where the line is in a situation like that?
Well, one thing to keep in mind is that the refs are always going to protect the quarterback. So, you know, as a defensive end, the only thing we can do is play hard through the whistle and, you know, pull off when we can. But, you know, when the opportunity presents itself, you just got to take them down.
Is that one where you don't feel that bad about it after? Yeah, there's the penalty, but knowing that you weren't out there to make a dirty play or something, it's just something that maybe it's a fraction late.
Oh, yeah, I just felt bad for hurting my teammates, but they had my back and they understood that, you know, I played through the whistle, so they weren't mad at me at all.
Also on the defensive line this year, we see what Chris Layton's been doing. How much is that opening things up for the rest of you, just the havoc he's causing in the middle of the line?
Oh, man, it opens it up a lot. You know, he, with his ball get off and, you know, just his pure strength, you know, it always gets those O-linemen's head thinking when they got a big dude right there in front of them. So it definitely takes attention off some of us sometimes.
Where's the confidence of the defense right now?
It's always high. It's not just right now. It's always been that way.
You've been playing, the whole group's been playing very well all season, especially compared to last year, and especially on third down. We've talked to this about, I think, everybody on defense all season long. You held Florida State to 1 out of 13 on third down this past week. What is going so right for you guys on third down?
I would just say the execution of knowing that where we are on the field and knowing that this could be our last play to get off the field and give our offense the ball back.
Last time we talked, it was maybe about a month ago, and you still haven't even been here 3 months yet in Syracuse. What has this been like for you that you show up, you're in the starting lineup, now you got 2 sacks on the road against Florida State, that it's all happening pretty quickly for you right now?
Yes, sir, but it's all, you know, a learning experience, and, you know, each week I just plan to get better and, you know, go out there and put it all on the line for my teammates.
I want to know what you guys on defense think about your quarterback. You see Eric Dungy, he's banged up. You don't know if he's going to come back in the game. Then he comes back in and plays as well as he did. What does that give the rest of the team when you watch a guy like him fighting his way through a game like that?
They definitely, you know, it ramps us up to know we got a guy tough as nails back in our backfield, our offensive backfield, that, you know, will fight through anything for us. So, you know, it always gives us that little edge on our shoulder that, you know, we're playing for more than just to get off the field, but to give our ball back to a guy like Dungy.
How excited are you to be back in the Dome this weekend? First time back in this building since the big Clemson win.
It's always good to have a home game, so pretty excited. But, you know, you can put the ball down in the parking lot and we'd be able to play.
I'm glad you're on the field, though. That'll be a little softer for you guys out there. All right, it's been a lot of close games this year. We've seen close wins, close losses. What do you think gets you over the hump if there's some more close games coming up in the next few weeks?
Coach Stanton always tells us, man, it comes down to 3 or 4 plays in the game. So you never know when those three plays are coming. So we always just got to make sure to be executing every play, every down.
All right, lastly, Alton, Wake Forest this week. They've had a pretty good year so far, a winning record right now. What stood out as you get into learning about Wake Forest this week?
What stood out about Wake Forest is, you know, their tempo. They're kind of similar to our offense, and they try to move the ball quickly and get down in their stands and get things rolling pretty fast.
All right, Alton, good luck this week in the Dome.
Thank you.
That's Alton Robinson, 2 sacks last week. He'll keep it going this week against Wake Forest.